We're back again on Footie Boys ZA. We are continuing with our team of the season. So far, we've pretty much wrapped up or agreed on what our back line is going to look like. So at the back, we've got Edison, and then right back, we've got Trent Alexander-Arnold, center backs, Virgil van Dijk, Solanchu, and then on left back, we have got Andy Robertson. So, gentlemen, we get to probably the most contentious. There's going to be a lot of fists thrown. There's going to be a lot of blood. So let's discuss the midfield. Sianda, who would you put in your midfield?
So for me, I'm not playing a double pivot as a defensive. I'm playing one blocker, one destroyer in front of the back four. And since we have such competent defenders, I want to go more offensive. That's why I've chosen Ndidi, sit there holding, who leads the league in interceptions. And then I also chose Silva and De Bruyne. And I mean, I know these are great guys that you've chosen. I've chosen KDV because obviously the most dangerous offensive player in the Premier League this season, after Sadio Mane, in my opinion. And then David Silva, who has been the most consistent, creative, controlling. And I love that small, agile, excellent on the ball Spanish player, reminiscence of Santi Cazorla and the Spanish and the Xavis and the Iniestas. And I think David Silva played such a key part in that Man City, even just being able to work so hard on the defensive end as well, or the counter press, I would say. That's the ones I'm going with.
All right. I think for me, Didi, I disagree with that one. By far, as much as that man is leading in interceptions, I cannot trust him. I cannot trust that guy. I know his true colors. Sianda, you cannot confidently tell me that you would want that man starting at Arsenal week in, week out. Would you confidently want him starting at Arsenal week in, week out?
Actually, I'd want Ndidi on the. Actually, I'd maneuver the midfield. I'd play him even in the double pivot if he was at Arsenal.
With who? At Arsenal?
With Ceballos, depending on where we're playing.
All of a sudden, Xhaka. You guys like Ceballos again. All of a sudden.
Chana, you know you're only as good as your last game. If you do the goods, you're the man. You're not consistent as soccer players. Anyway, how dare you call out Ndidi when you got Jordan Henderson, who has been the best at nothing, basically? What has he been the best at?
No, Kranka, give us your three. Kranka didn't really give us his three.
Yeah, my midfield three is simple. Jack Grealish, Kevin De Bruyne, as well as Henderson. Henderson, I'm not even gonna try to justify or try to explain. That man was already voted player of the season. That man is a solid leader, not only in defense but also in attack. Game he can control. He can control. He's no longer a back pass merchant. He's no longer a side pass merchant, but he also knows how to pass the ball forward.
Stop it.
I don't understand what
let's pull out the stats here.
I don't understand why you would not want Henderson in your starting 11. And then Jack Grealish, for me, man, he's the future of what a box-to-box looks like. A box-to-box that can actually create, and a box-to-box that can actually score goals. Because most box-to-boxes that exist nowadays, it's like they're not really good at assisting and they're not really good at scoring, but they just run around and they cause problems. But he's the type of player where he runs around, he causes problems, and he's effective in the attack in terms of goals and assists. And even getting back is effective. And he's a solid leader. And so if you notice with all the midfielders that are picked, they're all leaders within their team. Kevin De Bruyne, he's a leader. Jack Grealish, he's the leader. Henderson, he's a leader. All of these guys are captains of their teams. So you just can't find a midfield like that. These guys are just going to boss everyone. But
Let me ask you this. Oh yeah, Linka, you go first.
That's not how. That's not how midfield team. That's not how midfields are set up, Cranker.
That's how they are set up. If you want to win, that's how you set them up.
Linka, how about you give us yours? Or
I have Fabinho, because I think that's because of bias. I think when I think CDM, especially with two in front of them, the closest examples I always think of is Andrea Pirlo and Sergio Busquets. So I'm talking deep lying playmaker, a guy who's able to pull the strings from a little bit deep. And so I have Fabinho. I think he probably currently does it the best way in the league, without being too dirty. And we did say we have a really solid defense, so I'm not looking for someone who's going to destroy. So I have Fabinho, and then I have Kevin De Bruyne. That's obvious, and I have Bruno Fernandes because he's just the best player there right now.
All right. So listen, gentlemen. So clearly, there's one common denominator in our midfields. It's Kevin De Bruyne, but we're not in terms of who the other two midfielders are. And so, if we're trying to work our formation around having one defensive midfielder and the other two either being CMs or central attacking midfielders,
or one is advanced, yeah.
Yeah, then it's like for me, then I'm happy to cut out Henderson and put in Fabinho, because then I agree Fabinho is one of
flip flop.
I am
flip
not
flop.
flopping. I am not.
You're flip flopping.
How am I flip flopping?
Just
compromising it for the sake of our squads. Yeah.
Mid team, flip flopping like this. I can't believe this.
But we just said, Sianda, that we just said you also just said that Henderson's not supposed to be in that team. Now he's taking him out. He's putting someone else, and you're fighting him.
I can't believe you easily allowing this guy to flip flop like this. But anyway, it's because you chose your guy. You chose.
No. It's like,
anyway.
So let me ask this: name another better central defensive midfielder.
I mean, it depends what you want, because, like you said,
okay, let's.
No, I'm not struggling. I'm not struggling. Oh, you give me a chance. I'm saying it depends what you want. If you, like I'm saying, I think guys like Fabinho and Henderson are players that are unique to certain teams that will only play and perform well in those teams.
Are you telling me Fabinho will not go to any other team and give performances like that?
Not necessarily. I'm saying that it'll be hard for him to find the same role that he does at Liverpool at any other team. Because remember, you guys play with the funky midfield, even with Bobby dropping in very deep, bombing through the wingers and stuff like that. Where a lot of teams seem like they play a double pivot. Do you guys play a double pivot, or does he play with Henderson or Fabinho at the last line?
He plays as the regista. That's why I'm saying I'm taking him in the regista role.
Anyway, the point is, indeed, he can do that job. Why?
No. Didi does not pass the ball like Fabinho.
I'm saying the job of CDM, of destroying, and hence why I have a very offensive two people in the front of David Silva and KDV. But I also have to make the point that would you rather have a guy who is very defensive and learns how to attack, or a guy who's very offensive and learns how to defend?
What are you trying to say?
Answer the question. Because what's happening?
I'm trying to understand.
It depends on the team, though. It depends on the team, because you can't say that you can't say that Sianda and then choose someone like Ndidi, for instance, over someone like Busquets. Those are people who play the same role very differently. It's actually a different role in description. So we're saying depending on the description of the role, you have someone different. And I'm saying I want a ball player, a guy who's going to be able to ring those passes wherever he needs to on the field. I don't think Ndidi is that guy.
I was saying that in terms of Kevin De Bruyne and Silva, because those guys are very offensive minded, but Pep has got them in a system where they're working hard defensively, and we've seen them do that in terms of De Bruyne and Silva working tirelessly on the field. But we know that they can produce the goods going forward, without a doubt.
All right.
Yeah, but okay.
So we've landed on two midfielders. We've landed on
Who?
Fabinho, and we've landed on
And Fabinho and KDB.
So
I don't know about
we
no. Because Crank,
you've been outvoted.
but Linka, did you not say we're not allowed changing these teams? That's what there's no changing.
Remember, we have
No, but
Now
we
you
have
feel
to
for-
find a common. We still have to find a common
we have to
11.
agree on a collective
We
midfield.
have to find a common 11.
I'm changing.
So some
I'm
people are going to
changing
have
as
to
well.
let go of their choices. Who are you putting in there?
It's fine. Let's go. Let's carry on. Okay. We agree with
So
KDV.
we need one more defender.
We need one more midfielder.
Midfielder, I mean, sorry. Yeah.
So who do you have?
And you have Silva. I have Bruno. Cranker has Jack.
I have Jack.
Cranker, which side are you going to flip-flop to this time? Because Jack Grealish is absolutely not in this conversation.
You know what?
Cranker, this one.
It's okay. No, I'll take it. I like Grealish. Clearly, not everyone recognizes his talent, and that's okay.
We just have to see him do it.
But not for the Footie Boys. Not for the Footie Boys 11.
I just want to see him do it at a top level first. When he plays against a PSG or a Napoli,
Okay.
I think he's talented, no doubt.
Here's the question, Cranker. Are you gonna choose between our two, or are you coming in with someone else?
It's so for
I'm
me.
saying, listen, Cranker.
I do not see Silva in this 11. I'll make that very clear right now.
Yeah, I know.
I'll make that very clear right now. And I see Bruno instead of Silva in this 11. Yes, this man came in halfway through the season, but he lit it up.
Unbelievable.
But there's nothing you can't deny it.
Whoa.
A goal involvement in every single game, according to stats. A goal involvement in every single game since he arrived.
But you must also look who those fixtures were against as well.
So Sianda, let me ask.
Well, Cranker, I don't have anything to say because you flip-flop. You're just hopping on Linka's bandwagon. It's okay. So I'll deal with Linka.
Common denominator. Trying to get us to land on a common denominator.
Who made you the judge here? I
am the midfield judge.
No.
Okay,
all I'm saying is
you need to.
All I'm saying is Bruno Fernandes penalties, and just because he's got involvement is in every goal doesn't make him necessarily better than Silva. We've seen what. How do you not feel Silva? How do you not feel Silva?
No, that's not what we're saying.
The penalties he scored, performance. Have you seen that man's performance on the field?
On the ball, eye test.
Yes. And I've seen Silva as well, and it's undeniable. You telling me that Bruno Fernandes is a baller?
So right now you would take
the
Silva over Bruno in terms of just pure performance on the pitch.
Yeah.
Wow, that's why you support Arsenal.
What does that mean?
No.
What's that supposed to mean?
No.
You guys are hating on Silva.
Listen, I'm not.
Wait. You guys are just saying, how can you choose Silva, but you're not saying why? You're not saying, because I told you, first of all, Bruno just got here, and I'm not convinced from his performances. And I'm saying,
on Silva's side. Give us the argument on Silva's side, not on Bruno's side.
I know what I'm saying.
And on Bruno's side.
What is your argument? That he's involved in every goal in every performances?
Yeah, he's a baller. He completely changed it. There's nothing you want more from a January signing than to have immediate impact, and that's what he did. He had the most impact from January or from February when he arrived. So,
and that's part of my point as well. This guy has played half the season.
Listen, I'm saying even when you look at form,
half the season.
No. Listen, I'm saying when you look at form,
Kieran Tierney was apparently not supposed to be in this because he's only played since the restart.
He's not better than Robert.
Whoa! We're not talking about. Whoa!
Telling me
this season.
You guys. This is a point you guys made. This is a point you guys made. You said he didn't play the whole season. No, did you not say that?
No, I'm saying right now, based on
Cranker. Wait, you chose Jack Grealish. I don't understand why you're arguing so much because you chose Jack Grealish.
Based on KT,
but Sianda, we both argued Jack Grealish out of the conversation. So now Cranker has to now bring in another midfielder, and he's bringing in He's bringing in Bruno. He could have still been fighting for Jack, but he's bringing in Bruno.
Obviously,
so you were okay when he let Jack out, but you're not okay if he brings Bruno in.
Yeah, because you can't just jump on Bruno. Why did you? Because you think
who must he jump on?
Wait, would you be this supportive if you didn't choose Bruno and we were trying to argue Bruno out of the situation?
No, I'll listen to the argument and then
I'm listening. If I'm
the one with the pup player. If I'm the one with the pup player, then I take the pup player.
Okay, wait.
This is our team.
We're digressing. Let me tell you why I think Silva is much better than Bruno Fernandes. First of all, consistency. Because there are a few players in that Man City side that form the core of it. And even though they didn't perform to the level that they usually, Liverpool basically blew everybody out the water. Even though how many points are they behind you guys, Cranker? Like 20 points?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Like those guys, there was still a lot of performances, but there was a few positions that they were missing that didn't allow them to get those extra points that they needed to compete at that level. And Silva is one of those key players. Everybody just looks at Kevin De Bruyne, but Silva's always doing a job there. And because of the work is not always that goals and assists, doesn't mean that you're not contributing heavily to a team. Why you choose a guy like Henderson who doesn't contribute anything offensively to a team? Because there are other intangible features to a player that are very needed to a game. And Silva does that to Man City.
My question
and
is...
Bruno does that and more at United.
But the period, guys, from January to...
Listen, okay,
we all know the Premier League is tough.
Let me give you another nice stat about Bruno Sianda. He's the only player, the only one player this season in the Premier League to win 2 Player of the Month. The only player.
But I'm saying all of that is within the context that this guy's only been here for 6 months.
But was he not involved?
He's the better baller.
I'm saying that it's very easy to look.
He was involved in the season. Was Bruno also not involved in the season?
What? Sorry, we'll say again.
I'm saying in the same way KT was involved in this season, was Bruno also not involved in this season? Right?
Look, I don't want to get into the KT thing because obviously I'm just trying to make the point that all of that is good, but how can we add a guy into the team of the Premier League season team who's only been there for 6 months?
Because I'm saying one of the reasons is because everyone unanimously voted him Player of the Month twice. When another player who's been playing, KDB hasn't won Player of the KDB is the best player in the league right now. He didn't win Player of the Month 2 times. So I can give it to you as that. Like Bruno came in and what he did was easily recognizable that this guy is a baller. And that's why I'm
not disputing the ballerness. First of all, I don't think he's more of a baller than Silva. And if we look at
we're talking about this season.
Yeah, I'm saying even this season from what I've seen for the last how many years has Silva been in Man City? Since before.
No, we're not talking about years. We're not talking about years. We're talking about this season.
Obviously, but we're not talking about this season. We're talking about from January to the rest of the season.
We're talking
about now.
Well, that's how long. No, I'm saying that's how long Bruno Fernandes has been in the season. When you guys say we're talking about this season for guys being there half the season.
So, but does that take away from the fact that he contributed to the Premier League 2019-2020 season? Does that take away?
Yeah, but it's not the same amount of contribution as the people who've played the whole season.
It's more.
No, it's not.
He came in and his numbers went above guys who played.
You guys are not
gonna 10 months.
You're not gonna argue this out of this. There's no way Bruno Fernandes should be in this team, regardless of the. Actually, I wanted to put Pogba in, but obviously there was
no. Pogba was injured.
How can
Pogba, I just said I wanted to. I didn't.
Pogba actually played and was worse than Bruno in the time that Bruno played. He was worse than him.
You guys are just hating.
He played almost the same amount of time.
Is Pogba not a baller? He's not a baller.
He is.
He's not a baller.
100%.
But you see my point. You see my point. We know what Pogba can do. I didn't put him in the team because there was just not enough.
This season, yes. And we're agreeing with you on that. And we say.
So how can you say then it's enough for Bruno Fernandes to play a couple of months and be like, you the best midfielder in the Premier League?
That man jammed on the pitch. He jammed beautiful football. He came
Yes,
in.
I'm not disputing. I'm not disputing that he can ball.
Therefore,
See, Andele, I'm gonna put it like this.
Wait,
Let me
wait,
put
wait,
it
wait,
like this.
Rani.
Maybe it's more simple like this. He was better than Silva was this season.
Yes.
No. No.
Wow.
No. No, he wasn't.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the Footie Boys have agreed on a midfield three. It
We
is
have not
Fabinho,
agreed.
Kevin De Bruyne and Bruno Fernandes. Sianda clearly is not wanting to agree on this one, but if we put it down to a vote, that's what it boils down to. And we just have to wrap it up because this debate is not going to end. Boys, you have 10 more seconds. Final words.
I think this team wins the league if we put it together right. And Bruno has to be.
I agree.
Bruno has to be in
100%.
there.
I agree 100%.
What do you mean you agree 100%?
That this team would easily win the league.
I mean, obviously, it's the best of the best. Yeah, I agree.
Creme de la creme. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, this was a very contentious battle. Like I said in the beginning, there will be blood, there will be punches, and it will not be easy. And I'm pretty sure you guys in the comment section probably have your own opinions. And so comment down below and let us know what you think. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. And also like and share this with some of your friends and family. And let's keep these conversations going. Next video, we're going to be looking at our forwards and trying to see who should be part of our Premier League's best 11 this season in terms of forwards. So from the Footie Boys ZA, we are signing out. Peace.
Peace.